Hi, and welcome to Kissy's Tarot Readings. Today's reading is going to be a yes or no question spread. So, whatever question that you have, this will be covered in this spread. The answer will be in this spread. Okay, I'm using my generals today. This is a general read and not a romance read. That love spread will be actually tomorrow. And not today. Okay, and today is the 5th. I believe it's the 5th. Yep, January 5th, 2019. We're in 2019. Oh, that's what I wanted to do too. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do in a little bit. I will actually give the first general read for energy for the year. Okay, so here we go. So, what is the question that you have? You want to know if you'll be lovers? I don't see that happening here. So, if the question is one of whether or not you will be lovers, no, it's not in the cards. How is it affecting you? It's making you want to take a different path, that's for sure. If there's no love, you're going to go. You're going to go. You're going to leave. What are the obstacles to overcome? The Hangman. Duty to family, keeping foot on the ground, meditate. So, the obstacle, I would say, is overcoming others' desires. We'll go over it. What are my past experiences regarding the question? Unhappy home. You see this? The home is unhappy. And it has a lot to do with your past. For sure. So, your past experiences that you had a very unhappy home life. What are my present thoughts regarding the question? Illusion. Is this all just a dream? Is this all just an illusion? You know, a face over a face. Is it all fake? That's how you think about it right now. What will occur in the future? Ooh, look at that. 3 of Swords. Somebody might not be able to keep to just one person. Will I need professional advice? I believe that money is God. Well, I don't know, but if you end up married here, or you are married, yeah, there may be some conflict with your money. 5s are always volatile, for sure. So there might be fighting over money. Outcome. Oh, yeah. Look at that. 6 of Swords. Yeah. You didn't choose this trouble, but there you go. Swords cut, swords bleed. So, that's your final outcome. So, let's go over these cards. What is it supposed to be about love? What's going on? This be a general read, but I guess love is on the mind for somebody. So, your question has to do with the lovers. Now, 1, 2, 3 major arcana, 4 major arcana. This is out of your control, whether you like it or not. Disrupted emotions is basically, so this might be a person you're thinking about, where they come in like a storm and whoosh, they blow your world apart, and then they might be gone. Okay. Traditionally, lovers reversed signifies love triangles. See that? Clandestine affairs and infidelity. This meaning is confirmed by the 3 of Swords. But is usually made clear by the general tone and setting of the reading in which it appears. If you are embarking upon a new relationship, it offers a warning. Do you know if your intended partner is available? Do you know? It's kind of important in this case. Because if you don't know, it might cause trouble. Somebody might be lying to you. Okay? He or she may not be as free as you think. You may feel compelled to become involved with someone outside your usual relationship. There's often a magnetic pull between two people when this card appears, and it can be almost impossible to resist or deny. The end of a relationship may be signified, but rarely without an affair or memories of a past involvement triggering the breakup. So it does look as though there might be something going on with a third party. So it might be something you want to be careful about, because it could affect your finances. There could be a lot of fighting over it. Right, so the Chariot. And this is in the upright. So victory after struggle. So, while this is your question, this is how it is affecting you. Okay? This person coming into your life. This is how it is affecting you. Of all the early cards of the Major Arcana, the Chariot is perhaps the most complicated to interpret. We tend today to think of time as entirely linear progression. I don't, by the way. In terms of tarot symbolism and other mystical teaching, this is a fallacy. Such philosophies picture time as an eternal spiral, endlessly circling above and below itself, defining by endings and beginnings, and we did talk about that here, throughout life's path. So it is with the Chariot, which at its simplest means victory after a lengthy struggle. However, although all the best fairy tales and happily ever after, life is not like this. Sooner or later, the question, now what, must be asked. This is why traditional interpretations of the Chariot stress caution and victory, for energy and focus will be needed in the days ahead to forge a new path and develop in fresh and perhaps surprising ways. Success and joy promised by the Chariot invariably comes after a great deal of effort, hard work, soul searching. There is no hint of overnight success or sudden turn of fortune here. Luck is not involved, only positive attitudes, focus, and determination to win through. Sometimes the Chariot symbolizes new energy and willpower to win, and here it does talk about somebody else having no willpower, somebody else being in control. Okay, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with just one step is appropriate for this card. When signifying a person, the Chariot often represents a positive driving force in your life, someone who can motivate or inspire you to explore your own talents and abilities to the full. Such a person can act as a catalyst for beneficial changes and developments. There is a third party here. Finally, if other cards concur, the Chariot symbolizes news, visitors, activities associated with faraway places. Again, these events or contacts may encourage you to dig deep for the extra energy you need to complete a project or make important changes in your life. So this person comes in and blows through your life, and you're wondering now, should I take that chance? And it's saying here that that might happen regardless, because you can't control it. When you have this many major arcana on the board, it's out of your hands now. The universe is just going to make things happen whether you like it or not. Okay, let's move on to the Hangman. And this was how it is affecting you. This is, what are your obstacles to overcome? And it looks like it might be the will of another. There is someone here that is causing, you might have to sacrifice something. So, willing sacrifice, waiting. So you're waiting on somebody. You're waiting on somebody to get rid of their partner, maybe. The Hangman reverse warns against selfishness, emotional manipulation. Oh wait, sorry. It's not reversed. Sorry, it kind of looks reversed to me. I apologize. I knew he wasn't, but it's early. I haven't had coffee yet. Please forgive me. Hangman is entirely at home in the world of dreams, where he is upside down. Way of looking at things makes perfect sense. Transfer him to the everyday world, however, and life may seem to be entering a strange and somewhat surreal phase. This person is putting you, changing your whole way of thinking. Okay? This card typifies those times when you simply have to let go, sacrifice your expectations, and cultivate patience. As the Tarot symbolizes the spiritual journey, so the Hangman symbolizes those moments in any journey where you must pause and wait for the next direction. You're waiting on something here. Such times may appear to be unproductive to outsiders, for little happens, there's no news, and time itself seems to stretch to infinity. Inside, underneath, things are happening in secret, out of sight and out of reach. You cannot take decisions now or control events in love, work, or any other practical direction. All you can do is acknowledge this pause, learn to relax, and understand that it will not last forever. You may be asked to give up something when this card appears. The Hangman embodies the symbol of willing sacrifice. You may need to leave a relationship, a dead-end job, a mistaken course of education, or a set of beliefs that no longer serve you. If you feel trapped by something in your life, that is what you must look at. Perhaps your expectations need changing. Perhaps you need to sacrifice your ideas of what is normal and unearth the truth of what you really need. You are being given a breathing space in which to explore those things and make important discoveries for yourself. Sometimes, when its position or other cards suggest this, the Hangman symbolizes a person who is mourning for something or someone. This is a necessary process that cannot be hurried, but there is hope and renewal at the end of it. But I do believe it's actually part of part of this triangle that you have formulated with another person. You may not be in a relationship, or it may be that they are in a relationship and you're waiting for them to get out of that relationship. I'm sorry. Apparently, I think I'm allergic to sage. Who knew? Okay, so still, I must clear my space. So we're moving on now, and this is how the past has, your past experiences regarding this question that you have. And it looks like it's just a lot of, and it is a past card for sure. You're thinking of your past here. And think of wands as thinking cards. So you're thinking, will this work? You know. Yep, temporary troubles. When this card is reversed, it indicates a conflict and confrontation through others. See, again, through others. Typically, this occurs at work during financial negotiations, perhaps with a bank, and above all, through the triumph of another. A promotion or other cherished goal will be given to someone else, causing feelings of betrayal. This sense of betrayal may come in other ways too, by being let down or misled by another person, usually at work, in money matters, or when buying and selling products or services. In this instance, the triumph and victory belong to another. And here you're saying triumph and victory, but it may come at a cost to you. Okay? But just as good fortune is promised by this card is a stage, so is the failure. As the saying goes, this too will pass. So, yeah, it could be that there was something going on with a betrayal. And it's what you come back to when you think of this new relationship. Will I be betrayed? Am I being lied to? And you may be being lied to here, because it's all about illusion. This card is all about lifting the veil of illusion. So that may happen. Or maybe you find out about a third-party situation. So, yeah. But there is a person in your life that's taking you by a whirlwind storm here and making you think in different ways. So, it's hard to say who here has this thing started or going, but it's definitely there. Let's look at the moon. Yeah, see, I did a green tabby for that. I'm so smart. Now I'll always remember it. So, this is your present, I believe your present thoughts regarding this question. Okay. Dreams, visions, illusion. You're asking, is it all an illusion? Is it all a lie? Or is someone lying to me? Since people have always responded to the moon with a mixture of worship and superstition, it is unsurprising that this card evokes similar reactions. However, this is primarily a card of the unconscious mind, so it is linked with all illusory and hidden things. When describing yourself, your state of mind, the moon indicates a flourishing inner life. I did talk about that here. Intense dreams, compelling visions, intuitive guidance, creative activity can all surface at this time. Fantasy films, fairy tales, poetry, music, inspirational writing may all become attractive to you. Any mild depression accompanying this period suggests some resistance to this challenging process. If it refers to a relationship, the moon sometimes warns of illusion and delusion with a partner who may not be quite what they seem. Mutual infatuations, feelings of spiritual love, and strong sense of connection may feel very real, but tread warily, for you may be under a temporary spell. The moon signifies any work that creates illusion or deals with fantasy and dreams. This includes restaurants and clubs that seek to cocoon guests in an intimate atmosphere, the film industry, in particular films relating to fantasy, science fiction, romance, and the surreal, writing fiction and poetry, dream work, including analysis, psychic work or development, visualization techniques, and work connected with water, especially if it has healing focus. The moon often refers to women's health or is associated with menstruation and menstrual problems. Because of its connection to dreams, it can denote a deep need for more sleep, a need to enter the dream world, and be refreshed by it. I believe there's some illusion regarding this relationship you are asking about. And we'll find that out with this next card. Okay? So, what will occur in the future? And it looks to me to be a betrayal. Some kind of three-way betrayal. No, Heart of Darkness. Three of Swords reversed. Three of Swords reversed implies chaos. It represents the anxiety and tension which form the heart of darkness. It is the unfriendly forest of fairy tales. I should get one of them out for this, actually, because it mentioned it more than once, and it has the moon. The domain of witches, goblins, and all the monsters of childhood. But as all good stories, the forest is also home to some helpful creatures who can guide you along the paths until you reach home. Heartache exists now, yet healing has already begun. Recovery and rebirth await you. And to talk about rebirth up in here. Becoming a new person. So, yeah, there's going to be chaos in front of you. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. But it all started with this person that came in and then whoosh. And then, yeah, it just topsy-turvied everything in its path. Okay? But it doesn't mean it's a completely bad thing. However, I don't see a good outcome here. But anything that's in these cards, please know, anything can be reversed, returned, changed. You just have to see what's before you with very clear eyes and move forward. Okay? If you see that this could be happening because of this or that, there's time to change things. Okay? While time may be considered to be forward here, I don't think it is. Time, for me, when I think of time, I think of lots of strings all centering from one center decision. And that decision brings a whole bunch of other decisions. And that each of those strings has more strings. Okay? So it branches out and branches out and branches out. It's never ending. And there's so many possibilities. You can never examine them all. Never. Never in a million years examine them all. Never in 2 million. There's just so many different possibilities for every single major change that you make. Not even major. Like, for me doing these cards, maybe somebody wouldn't get the message if I didn't do the cards. You know, but that will bring a whole bunch of string of different things that might happen. You know, you may get your information in other ways, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it comes the next day and it's delayed to you. You got to understand, time is not what we think it is. It really isn't. It's not linear at all. Everything is from this moment. The only moment we have is now. Okay? It's the only moment we have. So we have to remember, anything can be changed in a second. You just have to change your way of thinking to get it to move in another direction. You have to refocus on something else. Try it. You'd be surprised at how well it works when you change your focus from one thing to another. When you defocus on something, it slips away from your life. So maybe try refocusing on things that are important to you and that you do want to happen, so that you can have the future that you want. Okay? So here we have, will you need professional advice? And looks to me like there might be you might need some kind of mediation, somebody in between that speaks for both of you for your money. Okay. Loss, lack, the outcast. The Five of Pentacles is a card of the outcast, the unloved, the unsolvent. This can manifest on many levels, sometimes psychologically, sometimes materially. The essential meaning of this card, at its most straightforward, is poverty, financial loss, and hardship. Nearby cards will reveal the reason for this. Since 5 is an unstable number signifying change, it does not represent a permanent condition, and I said that before. It's not permanent, okay? It's just a blip, okay? Merely one that is difficult, disheartening, and seemingly endless. A sense of loss and lack pervades the spirit when this card appears. Optimism and energy may be in short supply now. Faith is lost, and dreams are hard to come by. And the true conflict signified by the Five of Pentacles, the battle between the forces of growth and stagnation, the healing powers of hope, and the regenerative qualities of self-love are sorely needed to inspire victory. An intimate analysis of the surrounding cards is crucial, for they will suggest remedies and reveal the passing nature of this cloud of doubt and uncertainty. Ultimately, this card has much in common with the alchemist, a dense process that... Alright, transformation of base metal into true gold. So there was a process in which there was a you could change base metal into gold in alchemy. And here it's saying, you can change this. You can change it from bad to good. But you have to look at what's going on here. You have to change something in here for the outcome to be better. And here the outcome is, we have the swords, and it's sixes. Sixes are I choose, I don't choose. Here, you're not choosing. Somebody else is choosing. So maybe somebody else caused this heartache, caused this problem, has had this relationship that you're not knowing about. Okay? Swords, travel, and again, it's interesting. So outcome. Maybe you need to get away for a little while by yourself. Relief, tenacity. Circumstances continue to present challenges, battles loom ahead, and great tenacity is required for the last push. Failure is unlikely. There may even be a temporary peace to look forward to. But the immediate present and future are tough. Okay? Yet overcoming these obstacles is entirely possible, and solutions may be suggested by the surrounding cards. It is important not to abandon hope or lose faith at this time. You can win through and snatch a shining victory from the jaws of defeat. So there is a possibility of you changing all of this, but you have to pay attention to what is going on. You're not doing that, and that's causing some of the problem. You're thinking in illusory ways. Let's please, Source, tell this person how can they get out of this possible scenario. How can they change things to where it's a more positive outcome for their future? There are many ways, but this person needs to know how. They need to know how. They're asking questions. They're asking yes or no. They need to know. One card, please. One. Victory and success. Look at that. Look at that. It's going to tell you right here how to have victory and success. Right. Violet. 6. Oh, yeah. It's going to change it over. You're going to switch it over. How about that? Good news is on the way. The qualities of this positive card are completion, victory, and success that often follow a difficult period. Many people around you are very proud to see how you triumphantly came through it. They respect you and may even attempt to follow your example. You've worked hard and devoted much effort to get to this point in your life where you've become wiser and have grown in many ways. Always remember to stop and pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. This card also reminds you to stay grounded. Remember where you came from and keep your ego in check. Don't lose who you really are. This victory can be used as a teaching tool for the future. Realize that if you can come through this challenging time, you can achieve anything. And there is a challenging time ahead of you. There is. But you have to get through it. You have to push through it. Remember who you are. Remember your strengths. Remember you can do this. You can get through it. Let's see what can help you. Okay. What can help you get through this? What are these? These are conscience, spirit. So what does spirit want you to know? What do they need you to know? How can this person get through this? They can achieve victory and success is right there. And 6 is, you see the 6s. So 6 is important. 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years. I think it'll be a little closer than that. But it does look like as though 6 is an important number for you at this time. Okay. You can choose. See, you can choose. No choosing, no choosing. You can choose. You can choose to flip this around. You just have to make careful decisions. I'm going to take them. Spirit guides and find your bliss. So, it's telling you to open your heart to your guides and trust in the wisdom they share with you here. Okay? And it's telling you here to follow the path you have and aligned with your soul purpose. So I'm following a path I love and fully aligned to my soul purpose. It's a star. And I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. So, I don't know. Yeah, conscience. What does it tell me anymore? 15. This card is here to remind you that you will only truly be happy when you are doing what you love. Start making small changes in your life to help steer you in a career path that fulfills you and satisfies your passions and talents. Know that the universe will support you in these changes, but you have to start taking the necessary steps. If you are unsure what your bliss is, begin research subjects that spark your interest. Connect with others who have similar interests and find courage and inspiration from them. If you are already on a path that you love, perhaps it's time to think of new directions. Okay? New directions in which to steer it. Don't become complacent. Continually challenge yourself and your talents. Yeah, same challenge. And new doors will constantly open for you. And here we have spirit guides. Oh, open right to it. Look at that. Guardian angels, spirit guides, higher self form part of a spiritual support system that can help guide and protect you through difficult stages of your life. But you need to acknowledge their presence by inviting them into your life. You have free will. You do. You have free will. You have to choose to use it and not let others choose for you. Here, 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 here. Okay. And cannot interfere unless you request assistance from them. This card is a reminder that through meditation or prayer, again, meditation and prayer, you can get the guidance you require. It is important to connect to and thank your guides regularly, building up a relationship with them. Learn to read the signs and messages that they share with you. Your question to them may be answered in ways you may not expect. I did mention that. They can come through situations or synchronicity, through friends or family, or through a book or object you're drawn to. Signs of their presence are often feathers, butterflies, birds. Be open and aware of these signs, and soon you will understand their meanings. Be patient and understand that the help you seek will come to you at the right time. Trust in divine timing. Remember, we talked about timing. The more you work with your guides, the easier it will be to recognize the ways in which their love and guidance is shown to you. Try not to contact your guides only when you want something from them. Regularly connect with them and show your love and gratitude. Be grateful. Show gratitude. You're living in a world where you can manifest whatever you want. Be grateful for that. Here, I'm going to splice this. I'm sorry, it's running out of time. Okay, so it's saying be grateful to the world you're living in. Because it's a beautiful world. There's beautiful things in it. You just have to find them. Let's see what Source wants you to know. What is Source's message to you? You're asking, so what is Source's message to you? Clearing. Remove energy blockages by clearing out unwanted emotional or material clutter. It may be that you're holding on to stuff you don't need to hold on to. You need to let it go. You need to clear it out of your life. Cut it right out. Cut it right out. Okay? And once you do that, you'll be able to connect to a more positive energy, okay, that steers you in the right direction. Okay? And we have friends. Spend more time with your friends. Share your thoughts with someone who understands you. You need to talk to your friends. You need to tell them what's going on so they can help you push through. That part of their being your friends is they're your guide. They're your living 3D guide in this world. We pick friends that help us learn, help us grow, help us feel better. You know, we choose friends that help push us in the correct direction. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that because we don't want to hear what they have to say, but they definitely do that for us. That's why we chose them as friends. Whether it be, it's kind of like twin flames. Twin flames and karmic relationships help guide us in a sometimes very painful way to being our most authentic self. Okay, and here it's saying you need to spend time with them and clear out the old friends that no longer serve or help you. Clear out all the old dead wood. And it did say that. It did say that. So I'm going to take these here and mix them up. And my eyes are closed, so I don't know what's going on in this bag. I'm just mixing them so that I can choose one blindly to help guide you. Today is the day. So it starts today. You need to start doing this today. Okay? Today is the day that things will change. Money things will change. Emotions will change. But today is the day. Okay? That's one. I'm going to have to close this window because they're being all kinds of noisy now for no reason. Okay, so these are my other ones. I'm mixing them. I'm not looking at them. Just mixing them so that I can choose a message for you. Something that might help you relate or understand how to get to this path. How to get to the path that you need and want inside. You're still confused, apparently. Despite this reading, you're still confused. Maybe you think it doesn't relate to you even though it does. Maybe you haven't seen things yet. You know what? I didn't mention before. I think, I think I'm going to draw a secrets card. What is something you don't know? What is something you don't know about what's going on right now? What is something you don't know that will help you understand a little better? Tell me, what is something you don't know that will help you understand the situation better? 9 endings. So 9 is using your wisdom. Not using your wisdom, there's no wisdom here. And this is the Pentacles. Deduction. Not using your wisdom. Where is that? Is it here? Yep, it's in here. So this would relate to 9 of Pentacles in the reverse position. Overindulging in the good things in life, feeling trapped, finding it difficult to relax, the paranoia that arises from being alone too much, being undisciplined in your pursuit of pleasure, the dissipation of gains devalues all achievement, leisure, facilities, or opportunities are inadequate. Swindler, bad faith, guilt, theft, overindulgence, storms at sea, a threat to safety. Yeah, you have to be careful. Okay, there are some things that you're doing that are not good for your health, your well-being, your spiritual nature. Whatever it is that you're doing here is not good. Okay, it's not good for your mind, body, your soul. You need to relax. You need to start focusing on what you need to focus on, because it mentions passions again. Following your purpose, following your path, following your passion, and you're not doing that. You're not using your wisdom to do that. Comfort. Lack of wisdom and comfort. You don't understand that you can have comfort. You can, but you have to choose it. You're not letting yourself choose it. You're letting other people choose for you. That has to stop. Okay? I hope this was helpful to you in some way, and then it helped bring clarity to your situation, and then it answered your question fully. If it didn't, just give me a contact. Contact me at kissykassplash@gmail.com, and I will go over this reading again for you, where I will simply draw more cards for you and see if it can give you some more answers for your yes or no question. Have a great day. I love you. Kisses, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.